Next year, Alton Towers are reopening their beloved 1994 inverted roller coaster, Nemesis, following a complete overhaul and refurbishment. From brand new track that follows the exact same layout as before, to an intimidating monster-esque station that follows the exact same shape as the original, and loads more stuff alongside, such as rumoured special effects, animatronics and screens. This ride is going to be insane, and because I can't wait any longer for this ride to open, I thought, why not try and envision what it's going to look like in Planet Coaster. If you saw, I did do this previously for Thorpe Park's brand new 2024 ride, and you guys seem to like that a lot, so here I am doing Nemesis. This is going to be a painful one to build though. Although I'm still excited. And if you do go on to enjoy this video and you want to stay up to date on this recreation series, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Hello and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Once again, yes, this is the new norm actually. There's going to be loads of Planet Coaster series. No, there probably won't be. But as you know, I did build Hyperia. I said that in the intro and you may have seen it on my channel. I built the brand new tallest and fastest roller coaster coming to Thorpe Park in 2024. And that was a fun project. It was really good to build. The track layout was quite easy. The supports weren't, but you can see on your screen right now how those supports ended up looking. They look complicated as hell, but I think it was worth it. But Hyperia doesn't matter no longer. Well, in Planet Coaster it doesn't matter because we're here in the same game building Nemesis. Now, as I said, the support structure was an absolute nightmare in the Hyperia recreation. This time, the supports are fine. It's the layout and the actual terrain and the station and the veins on the track. So basically everything that's going to be really difficult to build, I think anyway. So as you can see here, I'm starting the lift hill, and because we don't really know height points, we know Hyperia was 236 feet above ground. Easy, build that up 236 feet. I don't know how far this is off the ground, especially at the top of the drop. We don't know certain inclines and declines. I know the whole drop of it from top to bottom is 127 feet, but I can't measure that in Planet Coaster properly without making it look weird. So yeah, this is going to be a difficult recreation. And I'm not even just building Nemesis, I'm building the monorail. Would you look at that? That doesn't mean I'm going to build the whole park, it's just because the monorail literally runs right over the top of Nemesis, so it's a focal point of the theming and the ride experience. I haven't been talking that much about the ride, I should probably do that. As you can see, we are working our way towards that 0G roll. Already I have built the lift hill, the first drop, and the corkscrew, and even the second drop down, the downwards helix. I've already done that. And this is where it gets even more complicated because the corkscrew wasn't too bad. Getting the shaping of it was quite difficult. It's not fully smooth yet, neither is that downwards helix. None of that smooth, but I tried my best with it and we got there pretty quickly. The 0G roll, oh my god, it took so long to actually, I haven't even perfected it yet, and I'll just say I've perfected it for now because it took a while. As you can see, trying to get the height of it correct over the station, that was one pain. Trying to actually get the roll of it correct and have it actually pull 0 Gs, that was difficult too. The version you're seeing on your screen when I actually complete it and go into the next section, that's not the final version. It looked decent, but it wasn't right. So I went back and did that, and I think you'll see that towards the end. I really do enjoy these Planet Coaster series though. There's something about, especially over close season, sitting down and just playing the game and sort of working on a recreations especially. I do like building my own rides, but I sort of prefer going off something because it gives me a lot more pride when I finish it. I can look at it and be like, wow, I built that. And that's in real life as well. They copied my work. As soon as I finished Hyperia, Thorpe Park started building it. What do you mean? But seriously, I just enjoy building a recreation like this. I did it all the time before. Then I stopped for ages. I built the world of Jumanji before that opened. Then I built Hyperia, and now we're here at Nemesis. And this is definitely the hardest one because not only the track layout, as I said before, the station building, the shaping of that is going to be really hard to get right. I feel like this entire episode I've literally just been complaining about how difficult this is going to be, and I keep saying that word, difficult. I need to stop. Let's replace that word with positive. What is positive about this project? Now, of course, we don't know too much about the station and the sort of effects and all the different things around the ride. We don't even know what the queue is going to look like anymore. Don't know any of that. Don't know the story. If there's going to be a pre-show, there might be a pre-show. What the inside of the station is going to look like. You know, we don't know any of these things. And with the Hyperia recreation, I sort of sat there and went, let me just make a makeshift station. Whereas this time, I can literally design it the way I think it's going to be. And that's going to be a lot of fun, because obviously I'm going to speculate different things. I'm going to maybe add a pre-show. There might not actually be one in real life. I might add extra rooms to the station. Who knows? The world is our oyster. But the track layout so far actually was coming along really well. You could see the loop was taking me a little bit of a while to actually build, because the loop, I think vertical loops may be the hardest thing to build other than zero G rolls in this game, especially getting them properly correct and realistic. I hate building them. I've not really built many, that's why I'm so bad at it, but I'll try my best to get better throughout. And I did actually go and update that loop, which again, I think you'll see at the end, much like the zero G roll. On to the final inversion on the ride. The first inversion that actually went in for the retrack, because they for some reason took out all the track and went, let's work backwards, shall we? So that turnaround towards the end went in first, and then as did this corkscrew. That was the first inversion. And I actually built that turnaround first, so I've just become a hypocrite, because I said, why would you work backwards? And I worked backwards. I'm stupid. But as you can see, I'm going around some of the areas on the ride to pretty much smooth them out and make them as smooth as I can. Because as you can see, the zero G roll right now is not looking great, and I started redoing it, as you can see on your screen. This is the fun thing about the time-lapse. Even I don't know what's coming next. I can't remember. My memory's so bad. But one thing that is going to be a pain, that's not redoing these little elements and sort of doing all that stuff, the veins. Now, I know in the thumbnail you can see that the track actually does have veins on it, and probably a lot of you have clicked on wondering, how have you done that? I haven't actually worked out a way to do it yet. I still need to work on that, but I have a good idea on how to do it. It's just going to take a lot of time, and I'm definitely not going to be time-lapsing that all, because, oh my god, it'll be the most boring thing you've ever watched. It'll just be me going across the entire layout being like, right, here's a red vein. Oh, here's another red vein. Oh, there's the loop, it's going in now. I redid that because, honestly, the shaping of it before was awful, and guess what? The shaping of it afterwards was awful again. But in a future episode, you will see the veins have been worked out. And here's a little look at some off-ride shots. You got the corkscrew there, which I think it takes at a good pace, maybe a little bit too fast, but not too sure. You've then got the entry to the downwards helix. It's again quite fast, and I do like that. The zero G roll, that's probably as good as I can get it right now. I may go and update it in the future. You have the turnaround towards the vertical loop, which I guess is just a turnaround. That vertical loop as well, I'm going to brush past that quickly. You got that lovely turnaround. Oh, wow, look at it go. Oh! You got the corkscrew towards the end, which is just in the ground, so you can't see it right now. And the final turnaround into the brake run. In the next episode, I'll probably be building the supports and maybe even start the terrain and the pathways. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you very much, and good night!